The outdoor shower, he still has to plumb that. I'm sure he still got it on his radar, but just a heads up. The outdoor shower, he still has to plumb that. I'm sure he still got it on his radar, but just a heads up. Okay, so we're on the deck. The size of it is perfect. Dan has the Trex material picked out at Horner, but now they've overhung the frame. See if I can do this without falling off.
On the sides and the front.
On the sides and the front. But we want them to come out flush with the edges, and then we'll put some kind of trim around the outside. My post will be mounting flush against the side there. This is downstairs in the kitchen where the TV will go. We still need backing there, as well as upstairs at all three TV locations, the two bedrooms and in the corner of the living area. In the utility room, we probably need some backing, since all of the cabinets are going to be, the bathroom cabinets are all going to be suspended from the wall. There's probably a technical term for that, but anyway, we need some backing in the wall for the cabinets. Okay, so we are in the utility room bathroom downstairs, and the U-tile shower enclosure that we picked out at Sanders Supply. The specs on it show that it needs to be 60 to 60 and a quarter. You have a quarter inch of lanyap, I guess, on the long direction, and right now when you measure that, it's 61 and a half in the wide direction. So they'll have to go in on one wall or the other and just put the thickness of 1 2x4 up on each stud, and that brings it exactly where it needs to be. And then then on the short wall, you have to have a stud at 37 and a half inches to mount the wall panel up to it. So what this wall right here will need is this same 2x4 on both sides, or on top and bottom. So they just have to take that wire off and put another thickness of 2x4 up against that, and it'll be perfect. The outdoor shower, he still has to plumb that. I'm sure he still got it on his radar, but just a heads up. And also for Heath, remember, we want to put the like a little coffee bar upstairs right there. Corey and his guys already have the electrical up there in 2 spots, but we need to get water and a drain line up there to that. If you could send me a link to what you were talking about with the drainage and the soffit and everything that will be under the deck, just so I can have a better understanding of how that works. And will that interfere with being able to have recessed lighting and possibly ceiling fans? We're probably not going to go with ceiling fans. We're probably just going to mount the oscillating type fans onto the post. But anyway, just want to make sure that we will be able to put the lighting and stuff under there. So if you can find the link for that and send it to me, I'd appreciate it. Or pictures of the ones that you're working on right now somewhere else. Okay. On to metal surfaces. several places. We want to use it on the underneath side of the deck. Of course, under there also, but the ceiling panels in the exposed areas, we want to use that. Now, if it doesn't come in sheets, if they're individual slats, then I know that would be a horrible experience to try and attach it up there. So we can go with this same ceiling panel that we have outside in the garage and everywhere else, but just get it in that same white as that soffit. So we need to visit with I don't know who our new Morton guy is since Mike left, but we need to visit with them and I guess get an inventory of what all that they have here. I'm pretty sure they don't have any of the white, that soffit material that they used outside. We haven't found anything like that, so we need to kind of do an inventory of that. And then, okay, so in the garage, on the garage door wall, that is all metal. The west wall, all metal. The north wall, the lake side, down below and up above, all metal. Now, outside of the kitchen area, the tall wall, we want it to be metal. We realize that we're going to have to put sheetrock on it for fire safety, I assume. But regardless if we put sheetrock on it or not, we want metal, the same metal on all the other walls. On this wall, the upper wall can remain sheetrocked. The east wall down in the short garage, this wall will be metal. The front wall, lakeside, will be sheetrock. This will be metal. The back side of the kitchen can remain sheetrock. And the ceiling here can remain sheetrock. The materials for the wall, the lower half is going to be just solid sheet, and then the upper portion is perforated. I think that's for sound absorption. But we do have a question as far as this metal versus painting. How much of a difference are we talking about if the walls that are going to be sheetrock, will it be that much more if we were to just cover that with metal on this particular wall rather than paint it? I know it would be a lot more durable. On the future elevator location, we still need that info before they close this wall up, so we can make sure we have the proper backing on this wall. And then just what the framer had mentioned was just to go ahead and frame a door opening there with a couple of studs on the inside of it, just for bracing. That way, when you do get ready to do it, you just cut the sheetrock back and your door's already there. So anyway, we need to get that info.